Alright, so what up everybody? I did flash my big head in the camera. You know, brother I wanted me to do this. I ain't nobody. This is just maybe something I might be able to offer to, the musician community out there. I got a long way to go. So look, y'all please excuse my mistakes. Alright. I'm LJ Hay. The L and LJ stand for the least of these. Y'all who know me, I say that all the time. But I'm gonna just go over some different little things you can do to spice up some of your music, what you're doing. So we'll tackle give thanks. Try not to be super flashy, but really melodic and pretty. And I do something will be in the key of D flat. All right. All right. We'll stay in that key. I'll break down sometimes when I kind of go in and out of it, but we'll dive into it. Like I said, nothing too crazy, but if you know it. So I did a couple things in there. You caught a couple mistakes in there, like I told you. I'm still learning, but something you might have heard. I try to be real melodic with it. Try to keep my melody in the top. All right. So a lot of people want to know what passing chords to use. Sometimes when you're going to your minor chords, diminish is always a good choice for a passing chord. Alright, if I want to minor that six out, I can go there. Alright. If I want to major it out, you can just keep walking it down. And that kind of add another little touch to it. So it's really all about options right there. If you giving thanks, I'm a little artsy fartsy guy, so who knows what frame of mind that you're in when you're giving thanks. If you're really thinking back on some troubles God brought you out of, and you're really in a reflective space, and it's bringing forth tears of joy. May not, it's coming from a somber place, but you're still grateful. You might want the minor chord, That sounds a little more somber and reflective when you saying, give thanks. If you want to keep it moving, you can just. All right. Common progression right there going to your 4. You hear people use that. It's really using some chromaticism right there. You know, you're playing F, B flat, E flat. You know, and really what's making that is coming from your 1. I love playing chords like this that stack chords on top of one another, because I'm really just stacking the 4 and the 1, adding a 9. You know. So whatever route you want to go, it's really all about adding something different. Another transition again, and I'm just talking about other, you know, using multiple ways to get your point across on the keys. Another favorite progression I have to get to the 6, when you want to minor it out, is playing the tritone, starting a half step down from the 6. Being that we're in D flat, the 6 being B flat, it's gonna be A, E flat, and you just play a 1 up here. All right, you play the 2nd inversion. Hold the tritone, bring your chord down a whole step, which is just gonna be from a C sharp major to a B major. If y'all remember the 90s, you know, if you wanted to get a little saucy, you could do a little chromatic on. Y'all remember that? We used to wear that out back in the day. But you know, all right, that'll take you straight to your 6. What you saw I did right there was I just played the C major 7 chord that people play with the 6 most of the time. You might see people go. All I did was just play this chord that you would play over your 6. Like I said, it's a D flat major 7. You may say, how you come to that conclusion? If I were to take all my notes and move them up here, all right, let's move the next note up. That's a C sharp major 7. I'm just switching around the order of my notes, and I'm playing it right there. Even though it's a major 7, it still give you that minor feel. So you guys heard me go. All right, and I'm just accentuating my 7. Again, a really vibey, you know, reflective feel. You know, you could go down to your 5. You know, you could go vibey and go. Take him to church. You know, I think it's good to add those different layers. We real vibey right here. You know, this is an old like Thomas Whitfield style move. Playing my D flat major 7 here, and I'm just messing around with the melody on the top. Just going up the scale. All right. All I did was go a whole step down. So this is just a B major 7, but I got my notes clustered together. You might say, you know, LJ, spell that out for me. All right, I'll take my bottom note, move it up. All right, I take my next bottom note, move it up. B major 7. All right, so all I did was slid my pinky down on my A flat down a half step. Alright, you want to keep it in Thomas Whitfield spirit? Alright, so again, it's different ways to get there. So you might say, L, put that together. Alright. We know that's just a flat 7 there, B major 7. I'm adding some notes. All All right, I got a 6 added in here. I got a 9 added in here. Something I hear a lot of people I like listening to, like Corey Henry. We know ultimately we want to get down to that 5. So you saw me do it the first time I did it. You know. Chord down here. I don't know if you guys caught that earlier. It's a way to really make those melodies sing, spread those notes apart. All I'm playing is this B flat minor chord here, but again I'm spreading it out, and I keep a little movement to just make it sing. So. To our flat 7, you see me using those open chords there. All right, we know we got to get to our 5 to wrap it around. So, you know, what's a way I can spice it up from just going. All right, we want a little more movement there. So I do that. Here we go. All right, we get to our 5 here. So we on our flat 7. You want to get to your 5. You take your bass a whole step down. All right, it's many chords you can play with this, but you know I like alternating between these big, full, fat chords and simpler ones. It let the song breathe, let you appreciate the beauty of the song. So my flat 7. Go down a whole step to A, and I play the tritone to that. All right, I keep my melody going. So you know it's going, Jesus Christ. All right, my whole rationale behind this, you know, the basic 4/5. Is you playing a major, your 4 major 7, that's F sharp, major 7, and then you would just bring these down to the 8 to make it an A flat to lead into your 1. All right, all we doing here is, all right, and rather than bringing them down to form an A flat, I'm bringing them down to almost form a diminished type chord. In actuality, that is a diminished chord there. But I'll leave that top voicing out because I want this melody in the top. So I'll go. Now go. All right. So I'm creating a little dissonance, a little tension right there by playing the 7, not only up here but right here. All right. I'll do that again. And all I'm doing is following the melody. If you guys know the melody, Jesus. So I'm finding a way to get to my melody. So I'm going, Jesus Christ, our Son. Playing another open chord. There's a 2 minor chord here. Instead of just playing it right here, I'm opening it up and the 1 over the 2. All right, 2 minor, play your major 1, put some movement in there. All right, see, again, just like we stacked our 1 over the 6 up, just like we stacked our 1 there, or how we did that up here. You're doing the same thing. And I'm just changing it to play that chord all the way out, adding a 9. So now, when you typically would resolve to the 6 here, again, I'm all about melody, something that'll sound pretty. So a lot of times, and you guys know this is the 7-3-6 chain. All right, that's jazzed up a little bit. Basic 7-3-6 change. All right, but we got it jazzed up a little bit. So I'm going, instead of going to my 6, I'm gonna go to the 4. Just again to change it up. It's just to add a little spice. You hear that? So back here. You guys see I stayed at home right there? All right. You don't have to always do things complicated about making it pretty. Staying at home and really driving a motif there with your chord or whatever. So you hear me going. Say it's building up and your drummer's on the ride now. The church, they feeling it. They going. See, I stayed at home. Kind of helped building that tension up. Again, I'm on the 4. That's something else I like doing. Y'all, all I'm doing is playing the 5 over the 4. The 4 is F sharp major. Play a 5 over it. How pretty that sounds? You know, 2 chords from such close proximity just adds a lot of body to it. So all I do is open it up. Instead of playing it right here, I do it right here. And I invert my 5 chord down. I move give thanks. All right, that's an old progression. You know, you can hear you coming out of the key, but you just start from 3 whole steps down. We in C sharp, D flat. So 1 whole step down, another whole step down, just an A major chord. Whole step up to B major chord. Whole step up to your C sharp major chord. All right. Of course, we made it a little saucy. So you guys hear me do this. Something I like to do, you know, if people going like in the worship after it, I go. All right, here you go. All right, so I started from that A.